Hey there, welcome to day 30 of the Volunteer Recruiting Challenge. This is the challenge where I'm attempting to recruit 50 volunteers over the course of 90 days. My name is Kenny Conley. I work with kids and teenagers at the Ridge Community Church in Blue Ridge, Georgia. And what am I doing today? Today is actually just kind of a boring part of the process, but it is part of the process. I'm sending out a bunch of emails. You know, over the course of the last two volunteer orientations, over the course of the last 3 weeks, I've had about 10 people come to our volunteer orientations, and it's just a slog to get them through the process. I think of the 10, from 2 weeks ago, there's one person that hasn't responded at all. But then from just this last week, I've got like maybe 3 that haven't filled out applications or their background checks or their intake forms. And so today's the day where I'm just pulling up my pipeline and looking to see who's missing what. And here's one of the hacks that I do is I will copy paste multiple people. Like if I got multiple people that are missing an application and background check or the intake form, I will blind carbon copy email all of them and just say, hey, I've noticed that you haven't filled this out. Here's the link. So that way it makes the process a little bit quicker. But again, personalization is always king. So if you want to send out a personal email to each of those people, like, hey, you're missing these 3 things, or hey, you're missing these 4 things, or this one thing, then that's pretty easy. I haven't run reference checks on anybody yet. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow, so maybe I'll leave a video about how I do that either tomorrow or the next day. And but this is just part of the process. Typically 1 day a week is just kind of administrative emails, sending emails out to all the people that need to take the next step toward finishing the project. Because my goal is, if I can get these people finished through the project in 2 to 3 weeks, man, they're flying. They're excited. We get them plugged in. I have some volunteers who came to that first orientation that have already finished their 2 weeks of observation. And so it's really getting close to the time to plug them in to a permanent spot. And I really want to be done with the process. Interviews, reference checks, all those things before we plug them in. So some parts of the volunteer onboarding process are boring, but it's essential to get it done, to move fast, hang on to that momentum and build momentum so we can land them for volunteers that serve for a long, long time.